Okay, so anytime in sales, we have two main things we have to accomplish. We've got to build an unbelievable connection with people, and we've got to be able to build some pain. So the connection piece seems obvious, but the connection piece is likability. The connection is creating a trust, creating a common ground. The pain piece is they might like you all day long, but they need to have a problem that you're there to solve. So when we're working, I see a lot of people where they're pretty good at, they know their product, they know the service they can provide. Maybe they need to work on their connection and how they build a rapport with people. Other people lean on their charisma and their likability, and they don't bring up the problem enough and how they can solve that. So there's an easy way to think about this every time you're talking with a prospect, a customer. It can even be somebody you've already done business with in the past, okay? So there's this rotating, there's this scale that I'm always thinking through on connection and pain, okay? So the magic zone is being able to get at least both of these sides into that 7 to 10. So if you think about the customer who says, I absolutely hate my current service. I mean, you know that pain is already up there for you. Versus the customer that might tell you, like, yeah, I'm interested to hear what you have to say. I'm pretty happy with what I have right now. Okay, well, we haven't figured that out yet. So our job is to, again, take this person and get them into that sweet spot. Same thing with the connection. So sometimes you sit down, you start talking with someone, you're going through your proposal, and you just immediately connect. Maybe you share a school that you went to, or a sports team, or some kind of relationship, some kind of bond that just feels very easy right away. Okay, other times, maybe you don't have a lot in common with that person. Maybe there's the bond is a little trickier, and you're not sure if they even like you that much right away. Again, our goal is to get that person into the sweet spot. So what happens is when we have the connection, okay, so let's go through this. We have this and this. So we've got a great connection with somebody, but we haven't really dug into their problem. We haven't really found the pain. We haven't really provided the solution. Hey, I really like you a lot. I appreciate the time. Let me think about some things. I'll get back to you. Oftentimes they do follow up. They do send an email that says, hey, listen, right now is not the right time for me, but I appreciate everything that you went through. Typically they will actually still be polite. They'll gently nudge you away because they like you, but they didn't see a reason to do business. Now, what about when we have the opposite situation? So we've got high pain, but we don't have that unbelievable bond. So now we're working on this scenario here. So they clearly have a reason. Maybe they even came to you for a proposal to hear your pitch. The bond isn't there. So they're eating it up. Hey, this sounds good. I like this. They're usually going to keep shopping. They're going to find someone that they can build that trust with, someone that they can just connect with. And that's got to be you. Because otherwise, you don't hear back. You're supposed to hear back in a day. You're supposed to hear back in 2 days. Nothing. You're left hanging. That person's a jerk. I don't know what happened to them. Well, it's because the bond wasn't there. So they appreciated the information that you provided. They think that could be a good solution. They're really saying no to you, right? So every single time, the first moment that I talk to somebody, this is what I'm trying to assess. This is what's going through my head. Where are they? What is their current level of pain? How much of a connection am I making with this person? And wherever that is, if these are both here, all right, I got a little bit of work to do. But now I'm going to drive those things. And so again, the way I'm going to drive that connection, I'm going to focus on what's important to them. I'm going to find common ground. I'm going to listen. And I'm going to look to figure out a way where, hey, we're friends. There's trust here. There's a bond here. Because that is super important for them to do business. The pain side, a lot of times the customer doesn't know their pain. They might feel like that, yeah, everything's fine right now. We've got to figure that out and then push that pain. Once we know what that is, we've got to really get excited about the solution. We've got to paint that picture of what life looks like with what we're providing and how much better that is than what they currently have. And when you drive those two things where they feel like, hey, this is a much better option, this solves my problem, and I like this person, that's a sale every single time. So just basic stuff. Every time we're talking to a customer, We know what our connection, we know what our pain needs to look like. We're gonna drive the hell out of those two things. And when those things are in our sweet spot, we're closing deals all day long. Cool?